Hey, what's going on, guys? Ben here, and I just wanted to show you the basics of PopVia. So as you can see, we have a chat option here, and what this is doing is pulling from our internal knowledge base. You can create your knowledge base based upon crawling websites, uploading documents, that sort of thing. So let me just show you the chatbot first, and then I'll sign in and show you the knowledge base. All right, so I'm just going to say, tell me about PopVia. And it has a general knowledge base. Awesome. So as you can see, it responded pretty quickly. We also have ticket escalation. So say, for example, you're running into an issue, and let's say that this issue is, tell me about PopVia. I need more details. And let's go ahead and capitalize this. All right, great. And there's no order or serial number for this, so let's just go ahead and leave that blank. And under description, we can just put something like, I'd like to invest. And you can also add optional uploads. You could add photos, photos of issues, screenshots, that sort of stuff. Then you can go ahead and submit a ticket. And what's going to happen is this AI is going to come back and say, hey, we think we might have a possible solution for you. And let's see. Well, here we go. Since we index the site, it provides details on how much we're raising, and it also provides details on the investor email that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that that didn't help. What it's going to do is query once again just to see if it can find another solution. As you can see, it came back with a pretty solid solution, but I'm going to say that it's not quite right. It's not working for me. And again, it's pretty much displaying the same information because it's, the appropriate information. However, as an end user, I want to escalate this. So we're going to go ahead and create a ticket for that. And you also have the option to create another ticket. You have a confirmation number, and we also have the option to, if you're a customer, log in. So that's the end user experience. Let me go ahead and pull up the details for this and get signed in. What I'm doing right now is just entering my two-factor authentication. All right, great. So that loads us into, it looks like the demo mode. So let me go ahead and bring that over here. Now, as you can see, it automatically defaults to our knowledge base. And here's just the profile for myself, account settings, billing, light mode, dark mode. Sorry if I flashbanged someone there. Was not really thinking about that. You also can create different workspaces, but I really just wanted to kind of show you the overview of the knowledge base. You can upload a bunch of files, PDFs, docs. We even parse things like CSV and Excel files as well, and you can upload about 10 files at a time. You can also paste in text with a title and text content, or you can even enter in a website URL, and that website URL will allow you to essentially crawl your website, and index everything into Markdown. So as you can see here, we did a recent crawl a few days ago. However, we did make some recent updates. So I'm going to go ahead and just recrawl the website. Now, this might take a little bit in the background, depending upon how many web pages are on the website. So I'm just going to let this process, and we'll take a look at some of the other options while that's processing. So we also have templates where you can create a template with a title, category, and content. And that allows you to basically craft a pre-canned response. So when you go to respond to support tickets that have been escalated and haven't been fully answered, you can address them in a semi-automated fashion and still kind of work in the appropriate details necessary to give them the correct answer. So let's see. Right here, we're seeing that there was an issue and these tickets were created. So let's go to this one, needs attention. We're just going to reply to the customer. As you can see, you could insert a template there, but we didn't create any templates yet. But let's just say, hi, hope you're having a good day. We're really excited to get funding. You can find more details here. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for your interest. Alrighty, and then what we want to do is go ahead and grab the appropriate URL for them. So as that is updating in the background, I think it should be finished by the time we send this message. So let's see, we've got the details for the investors page, and we're just going to go ahead and submit that reply. We can also leave internal notes and that sort of stuff if we'd like. You can also see the outgoing reply. There's an activity log pertaining to the ticket that's worked. And then you can go to email as the end user and select options like, has this resolved my issue? Yes or no. And they can essentially, mark that as complete or non-complete. And the beauty of it is we also have a follow-up every, I believe it's 48 hours and then 72 hours. So we can auto close out tickets if we're providing solid support to the users. And as an end customer or as a client, you would be able to do the same thing for your end users as well. But since we provided necessary information, we're just going to internally mark this as resolved. And in the resolution, we're just going to say, provided. Apologies for my atrocious spelling. Provided website URL details to investors page. Okay. As you can see, we were also testing it out, and I had sent a couple of things like when we had initially created it, this sucks, this is buggy, cancel my plan, worst case scenario type stuff, because we want to dog food our own project and product as well. So as you can see, we have like a ticketing overview. You can bulk edit and bulk select. You can mark them as a different priority level. You can assign them to different agents, and you can view unassigned tickets and assigned tickets. So let's go back to the knowledge base. Looks like that's already completed. So I'm going to go ahead and query things once again. Let's go ahead and minimize this demo. And let's chat with this again. Can you tell me more details about investing with PopVia? There we go, and it provides a pretty solid response. So we'll just say thanks. Cool, and that's a happy user path. We also have, that unhappy user path as well, where you saw the ticket resolution, and there are other facets to the platform. We're consistently adding new features to it. I don't want to highlight too much more just for the sake of time. However, there is, let me see. Let me close out of full screen real quick. Bring up the demo mode. And you can also see that you can do assistant settings so that you're able to set up meta prompting and allow folks, tailor your AI to allow folks to interact with it in particular ways, and in ways that allow it to respond appropriately to your company. Let's see. So then we also have the test backend here, and this is just for the chat logs essentially. You can always test internally though if you want to test out the bot without integrating it into anything first. As you can see, it also shows sources of 7 sources. So those are documents that we've already uploaded knowledge base. So it's just counting all of these here. We also have the option to embed this into a website. And that's what you saw on the homepage actually, was the chatbot and ticketing system integration. So if you're more of an advanced user and you're one of our clients, then you'd have the option and opportunity to come in here and select an API key. Once you have the API key, you can then take the login details and your API key and set things up directly in your website. So anywhere you're able to install JavaScript, you can install the chatbot and get access to the ticketing system. But I'd also wanted to highlight one final thing. We are very open and excited to get any sort of feedback on this project and consistently improve things. So please feel free to, if you're a paying client or user, or even if you're just checking out the demo, go ahead and just submit some feedback there. We'd love to improve and really just genuinely make things better for all of our users involved, be that an end user or client. So yeah, that's pretty much the overview of what we have today. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks for watching.